Good dog.
Just a good dog. Really slow now. He's not a fan. Go get it. Look. He's not expecting that. Yeah. No. It's like, this is not the game.
Throw it further away.
The game. Thank you.
Oh, hello. Excuse me. I think we can order two.
Oh, it's really warm actually.
Yeah.
So there's a military coup going on at the moment in Harare, and just as we arrive. So yesterday we went to the Victoria Falls Hotel and we sat on the terrace and we had a cup of tea and there was a man playing piano and meanwhile there's a revolution going on. So it's surreal. And I have to wear socks now because I have been bitten to death on my ankles like this. So this is mostly to stop people from staring because a woman yesterday said that I look like a pink leopard or that I have leprosy. So it just I look very cool.
Did you see the fall?
I did see the falls yesterday. We went to see the falls and it was amazing. And it wasn't in full flood, but there was a rainbow over the western cataract, and it was incredible. It was the biggest thing I've ever seen, and there were people going down on rapids in the big white water rafting activity things, and people bungee jumping, and then we went the first day when we got here we went on a riverboat cruise at sunset for dinner on the Zambezi, and all the midges bit me, but it was really amazing and the colours were incredible. And we went down the Zambezi, and there's Zimbabwe on one side and then Zambia on the other. The river is actually Zambia, isn't it? It's the border, because the border comes really close to Zimbabwe. So we had our dinner and we sat and we watched the sunset over the Zambezi, and in the distance you could see the spray coming up from Victoria Falls. So in the river we saw there were hippos coming up, and they just peeked their eyes over, and one of them had a massive yawn, and all the footage and pictures that we have of that are fuzzy because it was out of focus. But we saw lots of that. We saw, yesterday we went on a game drive with this guy called Charles, and he was very nice. It was just me and Daddy and Charles, and we went through the bush and we saw loads and loads of buffalo. There was like maybe 2 herds of, what did he say? It was like 100 each, which I think is overstepping it, but there was quite a lot of buffalo. And they are massive. And then we found a skull from one of them by the watering hole, which must have just died and been eaten to death by lions and jackals and whatever. And we picked it up and it was like this big. Like, that's a heavy head. And we saw a giraffe. It was an Angolan giraffe. We saw a sable, which was amazing because they're very elusive. And we saw zebras. And we saw kudu. We saw loads of zebras. And we saw warthogs and their little piglets. They had 3 that were chasing after them. We saw one buffalo that had a really big tumor on its leg. It was like this big. And Charles said that it was very soon going to be lion feed. What else did we see? We ate spoons in the sun. What does that mean? The sun rose up and you're gonna have to mine better. What's that? Baboons. We saw baboons. Lots of baboons. You saw a baboon whose arse is falling out. And this is when we went to Victoria Falls Hotel Lodge that had this veranda that you could sit on and look out over. There was a big watering hole and we saw a whole herd of elephants come through, and they had babies as well. We had a whole herd of elephants and they came and drank at the water and then left, and there was a sunset over it. It was really nice. But there are also flying ants and flying dung beetles and hornets and midges. And I don't like them. But there is this dog too, which I fished the tyre, it's a toy tyre, out of the swimming pool, which I shouldn't have done, and then I threw it and now she won't leave me alone. I'm not kidding. This is my life now. This is it.
I'm not doing it, stupid dog. You've been released from your duties.
No, she's following me.
Yeah. Throw it back in the swimming pool again.
She won't get. This is the thing. She wants me to play, but she won't give it to me. So I'm not going to play.
And tell us about where we're staying.
We're staying at Laurie's B&B. It's very nice. What? What? Great. It's an interesting place. Everywhere else, very expensive. So yes, and she's an interesting character. But yeah, so
Why's this dog follow me? Get away.